Oh, unmuted.
All right.
We welcome you back to Danville. 2-0 lead for the Crawdads. Apologize for the momentary absence. It wouldn't be a day game between the Crawdads and the Merchants without a laptop overheating. Isaiah Walker grounds that one foul for the first pitch of the inning. It's an 0-1 count. In the top of the second, you didn't miss much, except for Isaiah Walker making all three plays. Fielded two grounders, caught a pop fly as the Merchants went down in order. At the plate now, in an 0-1 count, pitch from David Thomas is pulled on the ground to third, off the heel of the glove of Wetzel and into left field. He hit it hard on the ground right at him, and it finds some grass. So with nobody out, a man aboard for the Crawdads.
Give him a hit. Why not? Hit hard enough. 96 off the bat. Pretty good swing from Walk. Came up huge last night and gets the party started in the second for Jay Bird.
Does bring Jackson Bird to the plate. Left-handed hitting designated hitter. Had the walk-off 2 games ago against the Merchants. Last time the Crawdads beat this team.
Last Crawdads win.
Walker with the leadoff first. David Thomas in his second inning of work from the stretch now. Fires, and this one's hit in the air, down the right field line, hit pretty well, back towards the foul pole. It's going to be off the wall, a fair ball. Heading into second is Bird. Heading into third is Isaiah Walker. They called it a fair ball and a home run now off the foul pole. So it'll be a 2-run home run for a second straight inning for a Crawdads batter. This time it's Jackson Bird sending it out. He has to complete the trot, stopped at second base, but then saw the signal made by the home plate umpire and will complete his trip around the bases. It's 4-0 Walnut Creek.
I mean, off the bat, thought it had a chance. Didn't know if it was going to have enough. And I think it hit off the facing of the foul pole. I really do. I think it got up high enough. Dustin Cheney's going to have a word, but I don't think anything he's going to say is going to overturn this. What a start for the Dads. 2 homers. Jackson Bird, get in on the fun.
So the Crawdads flexing a little bit here against David Thomas. Long balls in back-to-back innings. That one stayed in the yard, but the ruling is that it hit the very bottom of the foul pole, just above that 325 sign in right. It will be a home run for Jackson Bird and a 4-run lead for the Crawdads as Nico DeFazio awaits the first offering from Thomas. It's going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. I agree, though. Off the bat, that one seemed like it was going to get out with no issue. Dies a little bit in the air, but has just enough to result in a home run for Bird. The 0-1 to DeFazio chases this one up in the zone. It's going to be an 0-2 count.
Love to see Jay Bird getting it going. The walk-off winner in Game 1 of this series, a 2-run homer. Yeah.
0-2 count, the pitch to DeFazio. That one's way up high. They try and climb the ladder with DeFazio and get a second chase up outside of the zone, but he learns his lesson this time and leaves it up there. 1-2. The righty Thomas from the windup turns and fires. This one in the dirt. DeFazio thought about going, but he holds up. They'll actually appeal down to first, but no swing is the decision. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I really like the pitch sequencing here from David Thomas. Up, up, then down with the curveball, and just a good take from DeFazio to lay off that.
Not a ton of movement on the fastball. Seems like he kind of just has the slider, breaking pitch, and changeup in the mix, but he's doing a good job trying to hit his spots here. DeFazio not tempted by the last 2. Here's the 2-2. This one catches the outside half. Strike 3 called. It'll be a backwards K of DeFazio for David Thomas, who bounces back from the strikeout.
It's a second K for David Thomas. This one just well located.
Coming to the plate now will be the other player so far that Thomas has struck out looking. Casey Cummings looking for a different result here in his second at-bat.
It's Xavier Rios.
Oop, my mistake.
Yep.
Xavier Rios.
A little ahead of yourself. It's all good.
So Rios' first at-bat against Thomas. Swings straight through the first offering. It's 0-1.
It's hot today. The computer can't handle it. We're having a hard time handle it. Bear with us.
So Rios, the backstop, in on the right-hander's batter's box. Pitch from Thomas, swing and a miss again. Nice breaking ball there. Rios cuts right over it, and it's an 0-2 count. So one shake from Thomas, has a pitch he likes. Kicks and fires in the 0-2. Little check swing back behind the mound. It's going to get up the middle. Fielded there by Vicente Feliciano, but not in time for any kind of throw. Xavier Rios is going to be aboard with an infield single.
55 miles an hour off the bat. That is almost, what, half? Well, how do I word this? A barrel is 90 degrees. Miles per hour off the bat. That was 55. It's like barely half of that.
Yeah, definitely not a barrel, but a line drive in the box score. And now, after all that, Casey Cummings is indeed the batter. In on the right side. Takes a strike. It's 0-1. 5 hits through 1 1/3 for the Crawdads. 2 of them leave the yard. It's 4-0. David Thomas with a look over at Rios at first. Back to the belt. Fires an 0-1, and this one swung on and missed by Cummings. He's down 0-2.
Getting a little aggressive there. But a good pitch from David Thomas. Starts it at the knees and just drops it down below the zone.
Looking for his 3rd K of the game and 2nd of Cummings. Ahead 0-2 is Thomas. He fires, and this one swung on and missed, or foul-tipped into the glove of Stoltz, who hangs on. It'll be a swinging strikeout for David Thomas. And on just 6 pitches that Casey Cummings has seen, he's gone down swinging, or struck out twice.
Just tough. 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts of Casey Cummings. That's not the best day at the ball yard.
So Rios at first with 2 away. The batter, Aiden Camberg, left-handed hitter, waits. Is going to take the first offering from Thomas up and off the plate. It's 1-0. In the first, a ground out to second for Camberg. Awaits the 1-0. It'll actually be a check back to first, and diving in safely is Xavier Rios. Not a close pickoff.
Rios, a guy that likes to pick and choose his spots. Won't go a lot, but going to go when he has the guaranteed bag.
Camberg waits. The pitch swung on and hit in the air, out towards center. Coming in is Thames. Thames in now towards left center. Underneath it, reaches up and makes the grab for the 3rd out. But 2 more runs for the Crawdads. That comes on a Jackson Bird 2-run home run to right field. Top of the 3rd coming up right after this. Third inning of work for Gabe Tanner getting underway here. Crawdads ahead 4-0 over the Alameda Merchants. The batter will be Vicente Feliciano. Left-handed hitting second baseman steps to the plate.
In 2 innings of play, the Crawdads have hit as many home runs as the Merchants have all year long. And the guy that's hit the 2 homers is coming up to the plate right now.
That is Vicente Feliciano, 256 on the year. He hangs out towards the bottom of the lineup, but has some pop. First pitch to him from Tanner. He's going to be in there for a strike. He's hitting 8th today. But again, more home runs than anybody else on this roster for the Merchants. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. Kind of flies open on that one as Tanner goes inside, and he's ahead 0-2. Left-handed hitter, closed stance. Tanner's 0-2 on the way, swung on and looped out towards right field. It's going to be fair down the line. Around first, heading for second is Feliciano. Long throw from right will be enough to hold him up. Back pick to first, not in time, or in time for the out. The Crawdads perfectly execute the relay. It was a strong throw from Wolbert in right, so they will cut down the leadoff single of Feliciano. He couldn't get back to first in time.
Sure. Yeah, take the out. Absolutely. Still a base hit for Vicente Feliciano, but 9-4-3.
Feliciano was thinking double pretty much out of the box, but was held up by a nice throw from Wolbert as the first pitch there to Carter Stoltz. Stoltz still looking for his first hit of the year. Swings and hits this one out towards center field. Decently well hit. Back on it goes Cummings, just in front of the warning track. He makes the grab to retire Stoltz. So 2 batters, 2 outs. Of course, the 1 hit allowed, but Crawdads defense able to have Tanner's back, and the bases will be empty as the order flips for the Merchants.
Gabe Tanner's really awesome. This is a nice introduction. Crawdads have needed just a good starting pitching appearance, and they've gotten it so far.
Looking very solid. Thames in his second at-bat against Tanner. The pitch. This one's going to miss the plate, just a little outside. It was a ground out to short to lead off the game for Wyatt Thames. He's ahead 1-0 in his second at-bat. Tanner back with the 1-0, and this one's shot out towards right field again. This one's going to be fair down the line. Playing in was Wolbert. He'll be able to cut it off in time to keep Speedy Thames from getting a double. So another single. This time, the runner's going to stay on the base paths, and it's a dangerous runner in Wyatt Thames, who has 9 steals on the year.
Yeah, just throwing the hands at it, looping it into right field. This one just not hit that hard off the bat. Perfectly located. Good pitch from Tanner, and just good result for Wyatt Thames.
So back to the plate, Jack Rogers. Flew out to center field his first time up. 2-out base runner for the Merchants as they try and crawl back into this one. Trailing 4-0 here in the top of the third. Pitch from Tanner. It's going to be in there for a strike. A lot of first pitch strikes, a lot of strikes in general, but he's doing a good job getting ahead and staying ahead in these at-bats. So Rogers waits on the 0-1. Thames with a lead off first, will not go. This one shot on a line to Isaiah Walker just behind second base. He makes the play for the third out. So 2 hits, a man left, but 3 more outs for Gabe Tanner. He puts up another scoreless frame, and we head to the bottom of the third with the Crawdads leading by 4. Part of the order due up here in the bottom of the third for the Crawdads, already ahead 4-0, as David Thomas looks to get the start back under control. Merchants find themselves down 4. Crawdads have 5 hits, 2 out of the yard. That started in the first inning with a double by Cole Kosciuszko. He would come home on the Calvillo 2-run home run. Of course, Jackson Bird with a 2-run home run as well 1 inning later. Kosciuszko back up for a second time seeing the starter David Thomas. Left-handed hitter, close stance. Thomas turns and fires. First pitch, this one way outside. It's a 1-0 count. Kosciuszko was not in the lineup the last time Thomas faced the Crawdads. But the extra base hit here already. Finds himself ahead 1-0. The pitch swung on, pulled straight down and foul into his leg. It's going to go back to the backstop after that.
You remember back in that game that David Thomas started, and we had Cole Kosciuszko in the booth, and he's like, I don't know, it looks like a straight fastball. I want an at-bat off him. Now he gets one.
Making good on his words so far. Hits this one out towards left field, ranging over his Levitt McGee, just in front of the left field line, makes the catch. That one's slicing away from him a bit, but he's able to corral it for the first out of the inning. So 2 balls to the outfield for Kosciuszko. The second one not hit quite as hard. And there's one away for Cam Calvillo, who looks to stay hot at the plate. Crushed the last one he saw on the first pitch, an ambush of Thomas up and over the fence in left center field. Third baseman back to the plate looking for more. Right-handed hitter, open stance. Thomas pitching off the first base side of the rubber. Has a sign from Stoltz and will kick and fire. Pitch, another first pitch swinging from Calvillo. This one over to the hole. It's going to be knocked away from the shortstop Jeremiah by Wetzel and into left field. So both Wetzel, the third baseman, and the shortstop Jace Jeremiah had thoughts of fielding that one. Wetzel, again, just knocked it with the heel of his glove. Too far for Jeremiah to reach, and it ends up in left field. So a 1-out base runner aboard for the second time will be Cam Calvillo.
I think that's Wetzel's ball all day, moving towards the left, towards the first base bag. Jace Jeremiah, he's so good at short, but I think no shot he's going to make that play with the wheels of Cam Calvillo.
Pitch to Wolbert is going to be fouled straight back into the backstop on the left side.
So give Cam a base hit, 2 for 2, have a day.
Crawdads with 6 hits so far here, through just 2 1/3. Looking much better against David Thomas than they did the last time out. They're kept scoreless for 5 innings in that game. Second pitch in there for a strike. Wolbert watched it go by. So an 0-2 on the right fielder for the Crawdads. At first is Cam Calvillo. Long look in from Thomas. He fires. Pitch hit on the ground towards third. Fielded there by Wetzel, who go to second for 1. They'll try and throw to first, but it's not going to be in time. The throw kicks away from the first baseman, Piazza, heading towards second, and he's going to make it safely is Mark Wolbert. So it'll be a fielder's choice, and then an advancement on the throw for Mark Wolbert. And with 2 away, the Crawdads will have a man at second.
It's an error on the throw from the second baseman, Vicente Feliciano. Just honestly no reason to throw that one. Wolbert was pretty much there.
Yeah, ended up with the throw in the dirt.
Even if that was at the heart of the first baseman, Luke Piazza, I mean, he's safe.
So Isaiah Walker to the plate. He singled and scored in the second. Looking to drive in Wolbert with 2 away. Thomas takes a look back at the runner. Now heads plateward, and this one popped up. It's going to be out of play on the right side, just behind the Crawdads dugout. So another Crawdad swinging on the first pitch. Again, like you said, Cole Kosciuszko mentioned to us that he didn't see a ton in the fastball from Thomas. Seems to be pretty straight. A lot of Crawdads in this lineup with an aggressive approach here in the early going. 2 outs in the inning, 4-0, the lead for the Crawdads. At second, Mark Wolbert. Thomas kicks and fires. The pitch taken just high. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Pretty good spot. 90 miles an hour, top of the zone. Could have been called a strike.
Not doing enough to own the home plate umpire's respect just yet. See what he comes up with on the 1-1. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. A big swing from Walker. That was the curveball out of Thomas's hand, and it was a good one. Enough to get the chase from Walker.
Yeah, big 12-6. We've seen some more sweepers, sliders from him. That one more of a true 12-6 and just good north to south action.
Decent lead at second base for Wolbert. A 1-2 count with 2 outs on Isaiah Walker. This one hit foul up the right field side. It's going to get out of play towards the Crawdads bullpen. So staying alive is Walker on the 1-2. We'll do it again. Crawdads looking to pick up a 5th run. They've scored in both innings so far. A chance with 2 outs for Walker with a man aboard. That's Wolbert on second. From the stretch, the pitch from Thomas. Swung on and hit on the ground to first. It's going to be past the dive of Piazza and into right field. Getting the wave home will be the runner. That's Wolbert coming to the plate. He slides in safely ahead of the throw. It's an RBI single with 2 outs for Isaiah Walker. The Crawdads keep the scoring going. It's now 5-0.
Second hit of the day for Walk. Coming in, adding on. Saw him with a big hit yesterday. Big hit here. Get it to a left-handed crusher.
To the plate, Jackson Bird has a 2-run homer to his name in this one. Little trot out to the mound for Carter Stoltz. He has some words for David Thomas. As again, he just hasn't gotten into a groove yet here in this start. Crawdads with 7 hits so far. Of course, the error in this inning allowed Wolbert to advance, but still a lot of production out of this Crawdads lineup so far. Pitch to Bird from Thomas. Swings and misses at this one. Was in the zone, took a big hack at it, but comes up empty. So Walker with a pair of singles. He's got the RBI. Or no, he scored a run in the first on the home run, or in the second on the home run from Bird. Thomas back to the plate. This one, slider, catches the outer half. So the arm side slider to a lefty, good enough to catch the zone there, and Bird finds himself down 0-2. Looks to shorten up here in the 0-2 count. Leading off first is Walker. He, with a little bit of a delayed steal, but stops as the pitch misses high and out. Looked like Stoltz might have been calling for the pitch out, but the ball was outside off the plate either way. It's 1-2. Bird, left-handed hitter, open stance. From the stretch, David Thomas. Kicks and fires, and the pitch swung on and fouled off straight back. It'll end up in the parking lot as Bird stays alive, holds the count right there at 1 ball and 2 strikes. A lot of good swings out of the Crawdads so far, as we said. Still, this Merchants lineup has been very hot. Put up double-digit runs themselves yesterday in the win over the Crawdads. Down in a 5-0 hole. This one swung on and missed by Jackson Bird. They're going to throw to first, but there's a runner on first, so it'll be a strikeout all the same. That's the 4th strikeout picked up by David Thomas, but one more run picked up by the Crawdads in the bottom of the 3rd. When we return, Carson Mercier going to take over on play-by-play. 5-0 Crawdads after 3.
Top half of the 4th inning here back at Monte Vista High School. Carson Mercier and Charlie on the call. 5-0 Crawdads leading over the Alameda Merchants. 4 of a 4-game series here on the first to the second. 1 bottom of the 3rd. The Dads offense finally getting it going in this series. Just really hasn't been alive at all. In the early part of the games, we saw them score 10 runs, 7th inning, or later last night's game. They find out to Austin 9. Tanner back work for the top of the 4th inning. Casey Levitt McGee, Aiden Toklas, and Luke Piazza in the top of the 4th inning. Left-handed batter Levitt McGee climbs into the box. Tanner on the top mound, waiting for pitch again. Here it is, a fastball just up and a little bit outside. 1-0. 32 pitches, 3 things for Gabe Tanner. He's been really good. 1-0 pitch, hold it just a little bit inside. Shoe tops of Levitt McGee. It's 2-0. Starting this inning, pitches 22 strikes, balls in zone. 2-2 Levitt McGee. Looked like a cutter, top of the zone, and a called strike. It's 2-1.
You got a Danville native in his first start with the Crawdads this year, pitching like he missed, wearing the Crawdads across the chest. Giving them a great start so far here.
2-1. Fastball, swing and miss, and the count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3 hits for the Merchants. The offense has not been as hot as it was yesterday. Got out really early. Had 3 hits in the first, scored 3 runs off the Crawdads starter, Ryan Delaney. Been held in check thus far. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Is a fastball that misses just a little bit down outside as well. Count goes full, 3-2, but 92 miles an hour from Gabe Tanner. It's kind of the hardest pitch we've seen him throw, 89 to 91.
Yeah, reached back on that one. Not enough to get it in the zone, but still puts up a big number.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch home to Levitt McGee. He does a nice job to spoil a fastball on the outer third. Pretty nice pitch. Located on the black. We'll do another 3-2.
Yeah, I like that pitch. After throwing your hardest fastball of the game, still a 3-ball count, just comes right back with another fastball, able to put it in the zone.
Payoff pitch home. Big Kirk for Casey Levitt McGee. Aiden Toklas will come up with the man on first. Nobody out in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, and I haven't seen a ton of Levitt McGee personally, but on board for the second time here today. He's hitting 389 on the year. Just really an offensive player that seems like he knows his way around the box, whether it be knowing his own zone or putting the ball in play. He does a good job setting up the inning here for the Merchants.
Aiden Toklas, left-hand batter. Red and black bat as the first pitch misses outside 1-0. Almost looks like it'd be in the opposite dugout, in the Crawdads dugout. The red barrel, black handle. Toklas yesterday came in, pinch ran for Blake Jacobs. 1-0 to him. Fastball misses same spot, 2-0. He scored the winning run in the bottom of the 11th inning. He was the extra innings rule runner, ghost runner, whatever you want to call it. And a 2-0 count. And he taps this on the right side. Walker ranges to his left, scoops it up, and the shovel throw to first is wide and gets past Kosciuszko. Everyone's going to advance further, and an error for Isaiah Walker allows Casey Levitt McGee to come around to third. Toklas goes into second.
4 opportunities already in this game for Walker, a guy who not naturally a second baseman by trade. He had been solid so far, but that was a tough play. Had to range a far ways to his left. It's always hard on a ball where you're kind of almost running harder than the ball is even traveling. He picked it up and decides to go with the shovel pass, but nowhere close, and puts 2 men in scoring position for the Merchants with nobody out.
Crawdads have struggled with the error in this series, committed 3 in game 1. They had a couple in game 2 and one last night that ended the ball game as Luke Piazza comes up, stands in from the left side and takes down low, ball 1. Actually 2 errors yesterday. Both really changed the outcome of the game. Ball, no strikes, nobody out. Top of the 4th inning, Crawdads leading 5-0. Tanner working from the windup, the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses high, 2-0 to Luke Piazza. I saw the last play of the game, ground ball to second base. Isaiah Walker couldn't handle it. In the 10th inning, ground ball to Nico Azpilicueta at third, overthrew a man allowed a run to score. Another run would score. Game would continue as this one's grounded softly back up the middle. DeFazio ranges to his left. Long throw across is wide of first. A run will score along with another. Heading to second is Piazza. The second error of the inning. It's now 5-2.
Not what you want to see as a starter with back-to-back errors there. A walk and then an error and then another error is the way that the Merchants find their way back into this game a little bit. 2-run score on that one. It seemed to be a pretty routine play for DeFazio. He was ranging a little bit to his left, but the throw just once again nowhere close. And now there'll be another man in scoring position still with nobody out.
Yeah, 2 runs in the inning without the benefit of a base hit. It'll bring up Jace Jeremiah. You got to feel bad for Gabe Tanner, who's doing his job. He's gotten a couple of weak ground balls, one that Walker tried the shovel pass over to first and just wide of the bag. Then that one, pretty routine for Nico DeFazio. Pretty sure-handed at shortstop, so a rare error as Jace Jeremiah squares the bunt, pulls back, and takes strike 1.
That's just what Tanner needed. Last few at-bats was not ahead in the count. Pitching to 3 straight lefties, was missing away a lot, but gets a strike in the zone there against, now working against the bottom of the order as he tries to get out of this inning.
No balls, a strike. Jeremiah squares to bunt again, drops it down left side, a couple of hops. Tanner pops off the mound. Strong throw to first is in time. Nice athletic play from Gabe Tanner, and Luke Piazza not able to advance off second base.
Tanner made that one look a lot easier than it was. It was a pretty decent bunt, bare hand, and fires the best throw to first we've seen of the inning.
It's the first out of the 4th inning, could very well be the 3rd out. It'll bring up Brady Wetzel, who popped up on the infield to Isaiah Walker back in the 2nd inning. Still with the runner in scoring position, 1 out, top of the 4th inning with 2 runs home.
The first 2 innings really strong. Kind of got in his own way a little bit as the game went on. Of course, a couple walks would come around to score, and then the defense just wasn't as solid as he needed it to be in that 4th inning. Big part of the reason those 2 runs scored, but the stuff looked solid. Not a bad Crawdads debut on the year.
As Barnes has Feliciano picked off. Kosciuszko's going to run him down. DeFazio's going to apply the tag, and that erases a 1-out walk.
Barnes not happy with the walk. Decides he's not going to let Feliciano get off that easy. Perfectly executed lefty pickoff over to first for out number 2.
1-3-6 if you're scoring at home. Carter Stoltz still waiting for the first pitch of his at-bat. Rough start to the summer for him. He's 0 for 14. Right-handed batter crouches down and waits and swings through a first pitch fastball at the bottom of the zone, 0-1.
Yeah, Stoltz will take anything at this point. Just wants to see the base pass.
Barnes working from the windup. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Looked like the changeup, and an ugly swing from Carter Stoltz was way out in front, almost lunging at it. In an 0-2 hole with 2 outs, top of the 6th. Pitch home, grounded on a big high hop to DeFazio. Has to jump up to field it, throw across in time. Nice play from Nico DeFazio as the Merchants go in order in the 6th. 5-4 Crawdads here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Top of the order for the bottom of the 6th inning. Casey Cummings, Aiden Camberg, Cole Kosciuszko, 5-4. Crawdads leading here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 10 runs, 2 errors for the Dads. What did I just say? I don't know. 10 hits. Yeah, no, not 10 runs. 10 hits, 2 errors for the Crawdads. 5 hits, 2 errors for
Alameda.
For Alameda, as the home plate umpire is.
Oh, jeez. Protesting the game.
Alameda placing the game under protest. Some type of call.
Okay. So Casey Cummings to lead off against the right-hander Mitch Hunter. First pitch, breaker in there for a strike. I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Interesting decision. I guess the rest of the game will just be played under protest.
But what does that even mean?
Means they're not happy about something? Dustin Chain, probably not the biggest fan of Monte Vista. He was ejected last Saturday and now places this one under protest. I guess we'll get word as the game goes on for a reason as to why, but for now it's still 5-4.
It's been a pretty good ball game. The Merchants have come back. They had tying run on multiple times as the 0-2 misses outside to Casey Cummings. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Crawdad leadoff man. I mean, we just saw the first 1, 2, 3 of this inning. So
somebody at the CCL office will have to take a look at why. See if they have a point. Maybe it'll be Austin. I'd love for it to be Austin.
So, but what does it mean? I don't know. I do know that there's a ball and 2 strikes on Casey Cummings. Hunter taking his time coming home and looping a curveball that Casey pops up on the infield. Wetzel calling off the shortstop Jeremiah, but it'll be Jeremiah who makes the catch a couple of steps behind him for the first out.
Usually I feel like when a game is placed under protest, there's one call that really stands out. There's something to do with the weather. I mean, it's no hotter now than it was at first pitch or the last couple times these teams have played, so interesting moment, but I guess we're going to move forward regardless.
The only thing that I could say is the home run for Jackson Bird in the 2nd inning that hit off the foul pole. First pitch to Camberg in there for a strike.
It's half an hour, 45 minutes ago.
Right. I don't know why they would wait so long, to put it under protest. But
looks like he's on the phone in the dugout, so figuring something out.
0-1 to Aiden Camberg. Waiting on the 0-1. Here it is. Floats high, 1-1. That's really the only. I don't even want to say questionable because it looked pretty clean. Like it hit a couple of feet up the foul pole. 1-2 pitch to Camberg. Fastball sent to center, pretty deep. Thames back, but he'll have room in front of the track to make the catch for the 2nd out. Looked like Camberg got enough of it off the bat, but
tried the deepest part of the park.
Yeah.
No such luck. Nice spin on that one, but ends up with nothing.
We'll bring up Cole Kosciuszko, who's 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored today. Couple of flyouts to left. The one back in the 4th inning. I think everyone in the booth thought he got enough, but it died just in front of the wall. First pitch from Hunter. Misses outside, 1-0.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Hunter's a pretty big Tyler Glasnow fan. Just with the setup and everything.
Yeah. Kind of holds the glove up against his left shoulder.
High socks.
Skinny. As Kosciuszko rifles this one into the alleyway in left center. That's down on a hop off the wall. Kosciuszko turning for second. He'll stop there. A 2-out double. His 2nd of the game.
Just such a big part of what this lineup brings offensively. Kosciuszko, doesn't matter who's pitching, doesn't matter what the pitch is. He just continues to rake. 2 more doubles today. He's tried both, or all parts of the field, really. Nice piece of hitting there. Puts a man in scoring position with 2 away.
He was just 2 for 12 in the series against the Merchants. He's 2 for 4 today with 2 extra base hits. And a guy that is swinging the hot bat, Cam Calvillo is coming up. 3 for 3, a homer, a couple of singles, but the singles were hit pretty hard. 5-4 Crawdads, bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to Calvillo, rolled slowly past the glove of Wetzel and into left field, a base hit. Kosciuszko's coming home. He will score. Calvillo into second, sliding feet first with an RBI double. Second extra base hit of the day for Cam Calvillo. This one puts the Crawdads up 6-4.
Make it 4 for 4 for Cam, and we're only in the 6th inning. He's done it with the long ball, a pair of singles, and now a big RBI double with 2 outs. He also just keeps hitting. Tries the deep third spot on the field, and it's Wetzel unable to make the play. He's going to end up standing at second base. Just a really nice piece of hitting from Calvillo with a man aboard.
So now Mark Wolbert as the Crawdads go double-double with 2 outs to score a run. Hunter, long hold, top of the mound, now comes home. A fastball is in the dirt, blocked by Carter Stoltz. Good stop to keep Calvillo on second. Crawdads leading 6-4 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Already 12 base hits. Hunter set. 3 looks now back to second as Calvillo just continued to inch further and further off the second base bag. Hunter was staring right at him, decided just to step off and reset. Left-hand batter, Wolbert waits. Hunter comes home with the 1-0. Fastball misses outside.
A lot of attention being paid from Hunter to Calvillo, but nobody in the middle infield for the Merchants anywhere near second base, so staring doesn't really do the trick.
Not a huge lead for Calvillo, kind of just standing flat-footed. Now will increase a little more, not going. 2-0, lined out to left field, not too deep. Levitt McGee with a hand in the air makes the catch and ends the inning. Crawdads got a couple of extra base hits with 2 outs. They're able to score a run and increase their lead 6-4 as we go to the top of the 7th. Three frames to go at Monte Vista High School. 6-4 Crawdads leading top of the order. Coming up for the Merchants, Wyatt Thames, Jack Rogers, Casey Levitt McGee, still Braden Barnes on the hill. Fires in a first pitch that misses high and away to the right-hand batter. Crawdads were able to get a run in the bottom of the 6th inning, put together some 2-out life as the 1-0's on the corner, called a strike 1-1. Doubles from Cole Kosciuszko, Cameron Calvillo to get that run with 2 outs. Barnes now second full inning of relief as he fires in another strike, this time on the inside corner to Wyatt Thames. It's 1-2. Took over for Gabe Tanner with 2 outs in the 5th. Was able to get the first guy he faced, Jace Jeremiah, to ground out. 1-2 pitch here in the dirt, ball 2. Worked a 1-2-3 top of the 6th inning. It's the first 1-2-3 inning that we've seen in this game. Did walk a batter, but picked him off on the very next pitch. 2-2 to Wyatt Thames. Fastball down low, count runs full.
Barnes has looked really good so far, escaping the jam, and then as you mentioned, that 1-2-3 frame gets a chance to attack the top of this Merchants order.
Working from the windup, shakes off Rios a couple of times. Rocks and fires, curveball outside corner, called strike 3. Second strikeout for Braden Barnes, the first in the top of the 7th.
The benefits of just hitting your spot. It's where Rios was set up. Pitch was a little bit borderline, but it goes the Crawdads' way because of the execution. And that's right where Barnes wanted to put it, and he sends Thames back to the dugout. That's a big first out to get, especially once the count ran full. You don't want a guy like Thames, who we've already seen swipe a bag in this game, on base with nobody outs.
Jack Rogers swings through a first pitch that he sees. Went chasing an off-speed, maybe a changeup down, away, an ugly swing from Rogers, and it's 0-1. 6-4 Crawdads leading, top half of the 7th. And a curveball here popped up out of the hand of Braden Barnes. Never had a chance. It's 1-1. Barnes started the year kind of rough, giving up multiple hits in each of his first few outings. Was really struggling to find his footing as the 1-1. Another changeup misses off the outside. It's 2-1. And since then has been phenomenal. Hasn't allowed a hit in his last 2 appearances. That spans nearly 7 innings as the 2-1 is skied off the other direction. Count evens 2-2.
Just not giving them anything to work with, really. All around the zone. He's staying out of the middle of the zone, though, and getting foul balls, painting the corners here and there. It's been good to watch.
And a 2-ball, 2-strike count to the DH, Jack Rogers. Here it is on the way. Curveball swung on and missed. Down below the zone, Rogers chases. Back-to-back Ks to start the 7th for Braden Barnes.
Real nice pitch there. We talked about just hitting his spots, and that's what's resulted in the K each of the last 2 times. Once you get into an agreement with your catcher, got to sell out to execute it, and he's done a good job of that to start this inning.
It's now Casey Levitt McGee, who's 1 for 2. Singled in the first, walked, scored a run in the 4th, flew out to straightaway center field. The second, really just unbelievable play from Casey Cummings today. First pitch to the left-handed batter, misses down below the zone, 1-0. Levitt McGee off of Gabe Tanner, skied one center field pretty deep. I mean, it got all the way to the wall. Casey Cummings running straight back, leaped up, and made a catch that took away extra bases and an RBI from Levitt McGee as he takes a strike here. Count goes to 1-1.
That's the play of the game for the Crawdads, without a doubt. The only other competition would be the play that Cummings made in the first inning against Rogers, but I think the one up against the center field wall really has no rival so far.
A ball, a strike. Lefty, and another strike on the corner. Perfectly located fastball down and away to the left-handed batter. So a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Barnes shakes a couple of times, now works from the windup. 1-2 pitch, slider in the dirt.
Wasn't able to get the whiff on that one, but he's pitching confidently, and that's what happens when you're in your 3rd inning of work. There's zeros on the board. He's gotten 2 strikeouts to start this inning, and he's just seems to be pitching with a lot of command.
6-4 Crawdads lead, top of the 7th. 2-2. A curveball hit on the ground slowly to 3rd. Calvillo on 2 hops, gobbles, goes to 1st, and Casey Levitt McGee is retired by a step. Braden Barnes issues his 2nd straight 1-2-3 frame. We've played 6.5 innings. It's 6-4 Crawdads lead coming up for the bottom of the 7th inning. Isaiah Walker, Jackson Bird, Nico DeFazio, 6-4. Crawdads leading as they come to bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. New pitcher for the Merchants, it's Anthony Gamboa.
Gamboa, in his second day of work against the Crawdads, entered yesterday, making his 5th appearance, 1.5 ERA, but did not fare too well.
And he fires in a first pitch strike to Isaiah Walker. It's 0-1.
Just 2/3 of an inning a day ago, allowed 4 earned runs.
A 1 pitch. Walker comes out of his shoes on a pitch down below the zone. It's 0-2.
You got to consider, though, these two teams seen each other a lot. Only so many arms in the bullpen, and we know that this Merchants team really likes to go through them.
0-2. At the knees, but called a ball. Wouldn't take it again. Looked like a pretty good pitch from Gamboa. It's 1-2. Gamboa takes over for Mitch Hunter. Hunter was pretty good. 1-2. In the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hunter's final line, 2 innings, 3 hits, a run, no walks, no strikeouts. I'd say he did his job. 2-2. Gamboa comes home. Fastball grounded left side. Jeremiah has it deep in the hole. Long throw across to get Walker by a step. Nice play from Jace Jeremiah for the first out of the 7th.
He hasn't gotten to flash the leather as much in this game, but all season long we've seen a real sure-handed presence over there at short from Jeremiah. Makes a nice play there.
And Jackson Bird now with nobody on, 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. Bird 1 for 3, the 1, a 2-run homer back in the 2nd.
Looks like Brady Wetzel replaced by Blake Jacobs at 3rd.
First pitch to Bird. In there, a curveball called strike, 0-1. We saw Blake Jacobs yesterday. He started at 3rd base. 0-1. Check swing. They will appeal to the umpire at first, but no go, and it's 1-1. The home plate umpire that started behind home plate, no longer behind home plate, came out of the game, removed himself. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. It looks like we're going with a 2-man crew for the rest of the game.
He had an early dinner plan in the city, maybe just too hot.
Yeah.
Had to get out of there, so it'll be a second zone, which is not the smallest ask of all these pitchers once they've learned the zone.
1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bird gets fooled on a changeup and goes down swinging for out number 2 in the 7th.
Shortstop number 8, Nico DeFazio.
2 quick outs. Gamboa already making it farther, or making it the same distance rather, but a lot better results so far here today than he did last night.
They'll have Nico DeFazio with nobody on, 2 out. DeFazio's first pitch swinging, skies it into straightaway center field. Thames started back, now comes in towards his left, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Crawdads go in order for the first time today. We've played 7. We're going to the 8th. 6-4 Crawdads lead on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Top half of the 8th inning, 6-4 Crawdads leading as the Merchants are coming to bat here at Monte Vista High School. Charles Dunnington, Hugo Martindale going to take over on the play-by-play to take us the rest of the way.
Unexpected shout out to about 7 generations of ancestors there between the two names, but it will be me on play-by-play to take us the rest of the way. 6-4 the lead for the Crawdads. Braden Barnes continuing his really solid appearance out of the bullpen. First batter will be Aiden Tockless, left-handed hitter, swinging at the first pitch, grounds it to second base. Walker on the outfield grass, falls down on the throw, and it's going to pull Kosciuszko off the bag. So it'll be an infield single for Aiden Tockless to lead off the top of the 8th inning. Real tough play there.
I think
ranging far to his left. The throw, I mean, it was a slip on the outfield grass, so.
You can't blame him for the slip. I think that's a base hit and a play that he would have made if he didn't.
Walker's been busy over there at second base, but not quite able to finish off that play. Sets up another lefty-on-lefty matchup between Barnes and Piazza here with a man aboard and nobody out. First pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike, catches the inner half.
That's the first hit that Braden Barnes has given up in his last 8 2/3 innings.
And it really, I mean, it's a grounder he got.
Yeah.
Definitely the result he was looking for there. Looks to roll another one. This one on the ground to third, fielded by Calvillo. He goes to second for one. The turn on to first in time for a double play. The Crawdads go around the horn. They get 2 outs with 1 pitch. And Barnes continues to keep batters off the bases. Induces another ground ball, his second straight. And it was nicely turned by the Crawdads infield.
Yeah, that erases the infield single on the slippage. Barnes will take it.
So 5-4-3, go the Crawdads. And that quickly, there's 2 away for Jace Jeremiah. First pitch to him, misses, or in there for a strike. It catches the black of the plate. 0-1. Just a strike-throwing machine right now on the mound for the Crawdads. Barnes has looked really composed. The command has been there. Rios sets up outside. This one, off-speed pitch. Once again, grounded to third. Calvillo has this one. His throw across on target. That ends the inning. Another quick inning for Brandon Barnes. He keeps the score right where it is. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's 6-4 Crawdads on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. To the plate, Xavier Rios, the 9-hitter for the Crawdads, steps into the right-hander's batter's box. It's 6-4 in favor of Walnut Creek as we get started on the bottom of the 8th. And then a new pitcher on the mound for the Merchants after Anthony Gamboa throws a scoreless 8th. It's the 6'2", 190-pound right-hander out of Modesto Junior College. That's Trenton Wood. The righty's first pitch. Round a bunt is Rios, but he pulls the fastball right past the catcher Stoltz. It ends up hitting the backstop. So 1-0 count on Rios to start the bottom of the 8th.
0-1 win-loss for Trenton Wood, 2.16 ERA. 5th appearance of the summer, 8 1/3. 11 strikeouts. He's been pretty good. Whip at 1.4. He's walked a few guys, issued 4, and given up 8 hits, but strikeout stuff is there.
Just a year of junior college ball under his belt since high school. He's doing pretty solid here in the CCL, although that first pitch required a little bit of a talk over from him in the backstop, Carter Stoltz. He's back to the mound now. From the windup in the righties 1-0. Rio swings and hits it in the air. Deep left field. Back on it, Levitt McGee. He's going to turn and watch this one sail over the scoreboard. Leadoff home run in the bottom of the 8th for Xavier Rios. The Crawdads keep playing long ball. It's 7-4. Home run number 1 on the summer campaign for Xavier Rios, and that one had to feel good. He absolutely crushed it.
Over the scoreboard and left. Something about catchers hitting homers down the left field line. If you know, you know. 95 off the bat of Xavier Rios. He got it.
So the jolt the Crawdads were looking for. They stretched the lead to 3 runs and flipped the order as Casey Cummings takes a strike from Trenton Wood. Rios' second hit of the game. This one traveled considerably farther. Wood's next pitch. It's going to be taken outside, evens the count at a ball and a strike. On the day for Cummings, a pair of strikeouts, a hit by pitch. He popped out to the shortstop. Pitch from Wood, swung on and hit on the ground towards the second baseman. Fielded there by Feliciano, who'll get this one across to first in time for the out. So remaining hitless is Casey Cummings as Wood gets the first out of the bottom of the 8th inning.
Yeah, a couple hops. Nice play by Feliciano. Had a lot of spin on it. I don't know if it was off the end of the bat or what, but it was slicing towards the first base bag, and a nice play to get the speedy Casey Cummings.
Brings up the left-handed hitting Aiden Camberg. First pitch swung on a broken bat, flared out towards right field. Heading over is Toklas. Toklas will make the play, runs into foul territory with the baseball. That's out number 2.
That is full snappage.
Looks like he's left with just about the portion of the bat where the hands go.
Wow. Usually you just see it splinter. You don't see it break clean like that all that often.
They'll have to make a trip to Big 5 at some point, but for now, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Batter now, Cole Kosciuszko steps in. Doubled his last time up and scored. He takes outside on this one. 2 doubles on the day. Second one was the first run the Crawdads had scored in a pair of innings. Came with 2 outs. This one inside to Kosciuszko. Pulls ahead 2-0 on Wood. Long look in. Wood has a sign, kicks and fires, and the pitch to Kosciuszko. This one also misses. Off the plate once again, so 3 straight balls to start the at-bat to the Crawdads 3-hitter.
Yeah, Cole's not going to expand the zone all that often, and he's going to make you come to him.
So the 3-0 pitch on the way, taking all the way, and he takes it in the dirt. So a 4-pitch walk with 2 away, that puts Cole Kosciuszko aboard and brings up the hottest hitter in the Crawdads lineup right now. It's Cam Calvillo, who's working on a 5-for-5 day. Third baseman homered. He's got a pair of singles, and in the last inning, an RBI double. 2 innings ago, an RBI double. That scored Kosciuszko back in the 6th. Looks to stay hot here with a man aboard and 2 gone. Righty-on-righty matchup. Trenton Wood has a sign, kicks and fires, and drills Calvillo. Ooh, they're going to say it was off the bat. A little bit of disagreement from the Crawdads dugout. Calvillo clearly shaken up. Had to have caught some part of his hand. There's no way that was all Wood, but looks like he'll be staying in the batter's box.
Oh, no. That's literally exactly what happened last year. Fastball ran inside, got him on the hand, ended his summer.
Not at all what you want to see. Calvillo
No.
in a lot of pain just up the third base line. I don't see how you call that a foul ball.
No, I mean, it was all hand. It had to have been. Oh, my God.
So we'll have a chat with the training staff. Head coach Brant Cummings watching carefully just up the third base line.
They're giving him the hit by pitch.
That's the correct call. So they flip it from a foul ball to a hit by pitch. Calvillo tosses the bat and tosses the gear towards the dugout. He'll be aboard with 2 outs to go with Kosciuszko. It's 2 men on. Cam feeling good enough to run for himself. Fastball ran way inside and caught, looks like the left hand. That'll be the bottom hand for the right-handed hitting Calvillo. So
Scary.
2 men aboard.
Scary scene. I'm glad he's staying in the game, at least for now.
A walk and then a hit by pitch with 2 outs. Followed the home run by Xavier Rios. It's 7-4 Crawdads. Mark Wolbert steps to the plate. Woods pitch. Misses up high. It's 1-0. 7 runs on 13 hits. A pair of errors defensively for the Crawdads. It's enough to edge out. For now, the Merchants 4 runs on 6 hits. They have a pair of errors as well. So the 1-0 to Wolbert. Wood fires. Swings at it and hits it on the ground to second base. It's off the glove of Feliciano. He's going to try and fire to first in time. Not in time. It's going to be an infield single or probably an error, as that one was into the mitt of Feliciano. He was not able to contain it. So 4-pitch walk, hit by pitch on the first pitch to Calvillo, and now an error on the ground ball by Feliciano. That loads the bases for Isaiah Walker.
Yeah, it's an error. Routine play, not hit hard. 77 off the bat. And just couldn't handle it.
Walker, right-handed hitter, stands in. Wood fires, and the pitch inside almost got a piece of him as well. That one looked like an off-speed pitch, but he ducks out of the way at the last second. He's going to get a chance for a few more hacks. Bases loaded all of a sudden for the Crawdads. They already have 1 in this frame. And ahead in the count is Walker. The pitch. Swung on and hit in the air. Out towards center field. Back on it goes Thames. Thames still going back. Looks up. It's a grand slam. Isaiah Walker clears the bases and takes the slow trot. 2nd home run of the inning. 4th home run of the game for the Crawdads. They break this one open. It's now a 7-run lead.
First home run of the summer for Isaiah Walker. Crawdads lead 11-4.
First on the season for Isaiah Walker, and it comes in grand fashion. Pretty much a no-doubter off the bat. Smoked it just to the left of the center field fence. It's up, over, and out in the Crawdads. With a lot more breathing room now, it's a 5-run bottom of the 8th inning.
Isaiah Walker takes flight.
To the plate, Jackson Bird now. The inning spiraling out of control for Trenton Wood as Bird loops this one down the right field line. A fair ball into the corner. Around first is Bird. It's going to be gathered out there by Toklas. He'll get it back into the infield. So first pitch swinging double right after the grand slam for Jackson Bird. The Crawdads go walk, hit by pitch. Then Wolbert reached on the error before the Walker grand slam, and now Jackson Bird with an extra base hit of his own. He'll be on second after the 2-out double. 11-4 the score now.
Well, this game surely, in a blink of an eye.
Absolutely. Just the damage of the 2-out error, the damage of the 4-pitch walk and hit batter with 2 outs as well. Of course, Rios already went deep in this inning, but the Crawdads bats fully alive and healthy now. This one off the bat of DeFazio, out to deep left field, back towards the wall. This one's gone as well. Nico DeFazio plays long ball, a 2-run home run. It's 13-4 Crawdads.
First home run of the summer for Nico DeFazio. Crawdads lead 13-4.
This is awesome.
Crawdads turning the 8th inning into the home run derby. A 3rd home run in the frame. They've hit 5 on the day. He scores Bird with his first home run of the campaign. Nico DeFazio with a happy greeting in the dugout.
And they've...
That sends Dustin Chain out to the mound. Looks like he's going to have a long talk with Trenton Wood out there.
They sent 9 men to the plate. I mean, all this is because of the error by Vicente
Really is.
Feliciano. A routine ground ball a little bit to his right. He just booted. He fields that, and all he has to do is flip it to second. The inning's over. These runs don't score. Instead, the Crawdads score 7 times.
So Wood is going to stay out there. No motion in the Merchants bullpen. Back to the plate, walks Xavier Rios. 2 for 4 today, his last time up. Crushed a solo home run. Really seemed to open the floodgates for the Crawdads, who have put up 6 runs since then, all coming on home runs. Rios waits. The pitch from Wood. In there for a strike. Patient approach for Rios. Wood from the windup kicks and fires. This one swung on and missed. It's a quick 0-2 on Rios. So on the game, home runs from Calvillo, Walker, Xavier Rios, and then in this inning as well, a grand slam from Isaiah Walker and Nico DeFazio with the solo home run, or with the 2-run home run, rather, as that one's fouled off. Oh, excuse me, I forgot the second inning home run just off the foul pole down the right field line by Jackson Bird. It's good for 5 home runs for the Crawdads. Wood's pitch, swung on and missed. He ends the inning, but not before the damage was done. 7 runs put up by the Crawdads. They lead it 13-4.
7 runs.
Ninth inning coming up after this.
Left on base. We go to the ninth.
Top of the ninth, getting underway from Walnut Creek. Crawdads now find themselves leading by 9 runs. It's 13-4. A lot of power on display in that last inning as Braden Barnes stays out there. His first pitch is going to be swung on and shot foul. Batter now, Blake Jacobs, getting his first action of the day. Entered defensively for Brady Wetzel, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Barnes has looked really solid for the Crawdads. Entered with runners aboard, hasn't allowed any traffic since. This one pulled foul just outside the third base bag. It's an 0-2 count.
Yeah, and also good to see Cam Calvillo still in the ballgame after getting hit by a pitch in the 8th.
Hit by pitch, the only thing that kept Calvillo from going 5 for 5. Barnes turns and fires the lefty's pitch. Swung on and pulled on the ground to short. DeFazio has it off to his left. Fires across the diamond in time to retire Jacobs. A quick 6-3 putout for the first out of the ninth.
Braden Barnes is king of the ground ball. A lot of weak choppers. That maybe a changeup, 75 miles an hour. Fastball is up around 90. It's a pretty big difference. And you get a lot of swings and results that look a lot like that.
Making it look pretty easy. Lefty on lefty matchup, his first pitch to Vicente Feliciano, another ground ball. Fielded by Walker at second. He throws across to first. In time for the out. And very quickly, 2 outs. And now just 1 away from the win are the Crawdads.
Yeah, blink of an eye. So quick.
Very different setting that Barnes entered into versus what he hopes to close out the game with. Entered in a bit of a jam, but now the hitless Carter Stoltz, the only thing standing in the way of a win. His first pitch to him is down low. Stoltz, the catcher, right-handed hitter, open stance. Flew out to center, struck out, grounded out to shortstop today. 1-0 from Barnes. That one misses outside. It's 2-0. Barnes back to the windup from the first base side of the rubber. His pitch. Swung on and pulled on the ground to DeFazio. In a few steps, fields it. Fires across in time for the out, and the Crawdads put away the Merchants by a final score of 13-4. They secure their 16th win of the season and stay across the atop the CCL North. Really nice ball game for the Crawdads, who get 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the sixth, and then a massive 7-run bottom of the 8th inning. Put this one well out of reach. Another win for the Crawdads. Carson, what did you see out of the team today?
Yeah, it was good to see the fight. The fight early, score first, and that's what they did. That is something they'd struggled with. They'd trailed in the first inning in all 3 of the first games of this series, and it's hard to play from behind. That's no secret. So it was good. They got 5 in the first 3. Merchants fought their way back. They were able to tack one on in the 6th, then explode for 7 there in the 8th. Awesome to see. 5 home runs on the day. You can protest that.
This game was finished under protest. Ends up being a win under protest for the Crawdads. Even though the Merchants made this a 1-run ball game at one point with 2 runs in the 4th and 2 in the 5th, it really never felt that close. That 4th inning, where the Merchants put up a pair of runs, came on walks, they came on some errors. The Crawdads defense lost sight of things for just a little bit. Were able to lock it back in for the second half of the game. You got to give credit to Braden Barnes, who was the only pitcher out of the bullpen that the Crawdads used. He was the only pitcher they needed. Kept things scoreless from the moment he entered to the final out. The Crawdads put away another win. Final lines, 4 runs on 6 hits with 3 errors for the visiting Alameda Merchants, who fall to 7-14 for the Crawdads again. 13 runs on 16 hits with a pair of errors. 5 of those hits leave the yard, including a grand slam for Isaiah Walker. I believe 4 Crawdads hitting their first home run of the season. So in the hot air out here in Danville, the ball was flying, at least for one side. It's all the Crawdads needed to get the victory.
Yeah, I mean, it's good when you can hit 5 homers in a game and get some guys at the bottom of the order that haven't got any. Nico DeFazio, Xavier Rios getting their first in both blasts. No doubt.
Absolutely.
Shots,
The
too.
Rios one,
yeah,
especially.
Not cheap. Those were not cheap whatsoever. Good swings. I mean, this is exactly what you were looking for after losing 2 games on the road. You're going to be on the road tomorrow, though, right? In Sonoma, a notoriously tough place to play, especially for these Crawdads. We hope that the offense, the momentum carries into tomorrow, because over the past week or so, the offense has been slumping, and that's no secret. The ability to hit with runners in scoring position just hasn't been there. And today they hit with runners in scoring position, but they did it with the home run. So don't expect to hit home runs tomorrow. Pretty deep at Jack Arnold Field in Sonoma. But if you can dink, you can dunk, and hit the balls hard, look to carry this momentum into tomorrow. Not sure that I have much else.
Crawdads will be back tomorrow. First pitch at 6:05, as you mentioned, against the Stompers from Jack Arnold Field. It'll be a good matchup. First and second place teams in the CCL North. Final lines once more today, a 13-4 victory for the Crawdads. Take care of business at home. For Carson Mercier, my name's Charles Martindale. We'll step aside on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Thank you for joining us.